I got it. Yep. So I got to turn.
The sights, the sounds, the school spirit, the football. Get ready for Friday Frenzy with the WATE 6 on your side sports team, sponsored by Carson Newman University.
Hello, everyone. It is week 8 of the high school football season. Bo Williams, Carlos Lopez, go ahead and show them. You've been waiting this entire time.
You know what time it is today. It is Friday Frenzy, week 8, and we have to, in honor of the week 8, we have, my goodness, we have the 8 state championship rings that I was able to be a part of at Alcoa High School. Bo made a great statement. If I jumped into the water right now, ladies and gentlemen, Bo's going to have to save me.
I would have to jump in, yeah, because you're sinking to the bottom. Those things are not light. They're heavy.
These are not light.
Yeah.
I was, my wife was beautiful enough to give me this little box, and this is where I placed them.
Okay.
That way.
Well, you can join us later on in the show after you get all these rings put away. It's going to take you some time. That's pretty impressive, though.
Hey,
8 rings, man.
You know, and it goes to everything that we've talked about.
Yeah.
This is what all the student athletes are competing for.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, so whenever you have this, I like this one a lot, so I'll leave that one on because that's the one that I wore for the first ever Spanish broadcast at UT. This is the one. Here we go, week 8.
I have to quote the movie Draft Day, right? Kevin Costner, right?
Yeah.
But they're talking, and why have I've gone blank? But his girlfriend in the movie is talking to the new head coach of the Browns, and he's talking about how he was the coach of the Cowboys, and of course everybody wants one of these. And she says, "How is it in the world's most macho sport? The prize is a piece of jewelry.
It's a piece of jewelry.
It's a piece
I don't know
of
what
jewelry.
it is,
but there is something about it, man.
You know, you've been playing, you've been practicing. A lot of teams been practicing since summer.
Yeah.
To the end result in December, to get one of these.
You get to wear that.
And I get to wear this with pride.
Yeah, man.
And, you know, one of the things that I tell those students that are the athletes that I've had at Alcoa, nobody's ever going to be able to take this away from you.
No.
You will always be remembered in history as a state champ.
What's great is each one's different, too.
Absolutely.
You know,
so that was one of the
amazing.
cool things. Those seniors get to pick the design. So
that's good stuff. Hey, well, we are week 8. I mean, this is where we start figuring out the playoff picture. You know, you've been a coach. I mean, if you haven't solidified yourself yet, it's nitty-gritty time. We're getting down to crunch time here.
We got 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Until the regular season is over, and then it's 5 games.
Yeah. There you go. Hey, we got to start it off. You know, week 8 got started with fireworks, man. Let's take a look back for our Thursday night recap.
Well, of the 15 years that we've done Rivalry Thursday, don't know we've had many games better than this one tonight. Mark Packer along with Austin Price. 41-34 the final score, Sevier County over Morristown West. It was thrill-a-minute.
4th overtime game in the history of Rivalry Thursday. 3 of them have involved Sevier County. Morristown West, this would be a huge play as the quarterback, Malachi Isom, finds Zaylen Frias. He goes all the way, Mark. It's 34-24.
Yeah, 77 yards on the touchdown. There's 4:55 to go in the game, and so you figure Morristown West will kick it deep, play some defense. No, they go for an onside kick.
They didn't go 10 yards. What happens? Sevier County gets the ball on the Morristown West side of the field. They cash in.
They cash in with the touchdown here. Malachi Pate, 34-31. Smoky Bears get the football back. It comes down to this. Taylor Madison, 5 seconds left, a 36-yard field goal. We go to overtime in the extra frame.
Mason Ellis in on a 4th and 1 to give 41-34 lead. Then Morristown West tries to counter. 4th down and goal at the 1. They don't get in. The Smoky Bears rush the field.
They stay undefeated in region play. May have won a Region 1-5A title tonight. Still a little bit of work to be done, but at this point they're in the driver's seat. 41-34 the final score. I mean, there are a lot. I mean, it was back and forth all night long. Every time you thought it was over, it wasn't.
Punch, counter punch, punch again. Final uppercut delivered by the Smoky Bears.
There was a whole lot in his mouthful right there, but that's exactly what happened. Final score tonight, Sevier County gets the win over Morristown West, 41-34.
My goodness. Doesn't get any closer than that.
It
I mean,
does
you're
not.
talking inches. I immediately thought of the Titans Super Bowl. Remember that? Reaching for the goal line right there.
The, the only thing that I heard right there was a 36-yard field goal. Everything comes down to special teams.
It does.
They tied it up. You're at the 5-yard line. You get the win. Props to the kicker over there at Sevier County.
Yeah, two things that we talked about last week: special teams and defense.
Absolutely.
Wins championships.
Absolutely.
Nothing against the offense, but you gotta
Oh, yeah.
you gotta hold the other
Oh, yeah.
team when you need to, and the special teams, field position,
Oh,
those
yeah.
extra points, field goals, so vital, man, so vital. Oh, hey, yeah, it's not Tennessee's not playing this week, so it's a small. Small tailgate fest. We got the chips, we got the salsa on one side, we got the cheese dip on the other. I mean, that works, man. That fills you up.
You have to have chips and dip at any tailgate.
There you go, man.
Absolutely.
So we're going to be munching on
Absolutely.
some of these. We got a whole bunch of it over there. We're going to be munching on some of this coming up a little bit later on.
That's a rivalry.
That's a rivalry
That's a rivalry.
game. That's like you call it. I want to call it Battle of I-81. I don't know. I mean, it's basically what you got to get from point A to point B. But that's coming up tomorrow. Anyhow, so we'll be watching that game for you. All right, let's get you up there. What's going on? Game of the week tonight. Carter 4-3. Gibbs 5-1. Gibbs at home. I mean, they're taking advantage now, having that new stadium, that home field advantage. They lost the opener.
They did.
And they haven't looked back since, though. They've turned
They
things
did.
around there.
That just goes to show you right there, they were playing with a chip on their shoulders. Let's see what's going on.
All right.
Hey guys, it's Casey K checking in from our WATE Game of the Week. We've got Carter visiting Gibbs this Friday. Now, score is 14-7, Eagles at the half. But the most exciting play just happened last 2 minutes of the second quarter. Gibbs gets the punt. They fumble. Carter then throws an interception, and then Gibbs throws an interception to give Carter back the ball for these final few seconds. They weren't able to make anything out of it, but a crazy last 2 minutes. Going to be an exciting second half.
The sights.
There we go. If I turn the volume up. Now we're back. Sorry about that. That's all on me. But yeah, Carter Gibbs, Casey K reporting there. We'll have an update for you on that game coming up here in just a little bit. Reese Van Haften, Sports Director Reese Van Haften, hitting a couple games for us tonight. Central at Powell. Interesting game there. Good matchup. And West at Anderson County. Anytime you get those two going head-to-head.
I'm excited to see this reel right here.
Yeah, let's see what happens.
Hey everyone, it's Reese Van Haften here at Anderson County High School. We just ended halftime. Anderson County's up 7-0. Nick Moog with the touchdown score. I was over at Powell before. 21-0 at the break over there. Powell scored the first touchdown of the game on a Deuce Rogers QB keeper. Then immediately got a fumble recovery and then scored again, and then an interception and scored again. So, crazy game so far. 21-0 over there at Powell. And as you can see, 7-0 here at Anderson County. Anderson County West. This is one of the premier games of the night. I know Gibbs Carter is our game of the week, but this one was a close second. 7-0. We'll see you guys. Back to you guys in the studio.
All right, Reese, thank you. Yeah, 7-0.
Hey, West coming off that last week facing Alcoa. Alcoa dominating that game to go into this game and, be down at half, 7-0. I'm wondering if last week, I'm wondering if last week, they're still in their mind.
Maybe.
I don't know.
We'll have to see what happens here. Also, we just want to go back to that Central Powell game. Powell up, an emotional night there. Obviously, all day today we've been talking about funeral services for Deputy Blakely. He is a Powell graduate. So, again, an emotional night for the fans there. I understand they did some recognition there. Maybe at halftime, I know the band was going to be doing something. But, again, our thoughts go out with the entire Powell community as well as Knox County Sheriff's Office. But again, an emotional day for them. But they are on top right now against Central. Last stop for you, Sam Rothman. We were looking at the score of this one just a moment ago. Oak Ridge at Farragut before we went on. Yep. I'll tell you more coming up. But Oak Ridge at Farragut tonight. Cleveland at Bearden. Two interesting matchups heading into this one. Again, our own Sam Rothman is there. Let's take a listen.
Hey everyone, as you can see, a very rainy night of high school football this Friday night. I'm here at Bearden High School where they're about to do the homecoming presentation. As you can see, the cars behind me, but also a good night for the Bulldogs on the field. They currently lead Cleveland 24-15 at half, and now I was at Oak Ridge Farragut, a huge game at Farragut High School before, but it's Oak Ridge, the Wildcats running away with that one. They lead 21-3 at half. Make sure to tune in to Friday Frenzy tonight at 11:14. We'll have all the highlights.
Everybody was dry, but Sam had to pull out the raincoat tonight.
Hey, we call those ponchos.
That's right.
We're still in Hispanic Heritage Month. Don't forget that. We call them ponchos.
As dry as it's been, we're having to pull out the ponchos right now, man. We need some rain, that is for sure. But she's right. We're going to take a look at some scores here. But Oak Ridge, looking pretty good on the road at Farragut. So let's jump in. Let's get everybody up to date on what's going on right now as far as scores around the area. Loudon blanking Sweetwater tonight, 20-0. That game in the fourth just kind of refreshed itself. Nothing changed. Tennessee and David Crockett, 30-point differential there in the fourth. And boy, Jeff Coe, I mean, they've had a good season. 31-7 right now.
Yep, 31-7. You know, they're having a great season so far. We'll keep going right here.
Yeah, Union County on top. Now, I'll tell you what, Union County, they've taken their licks this season. and I got to give it to those kids. On the road, I don't care who you're playing. On the road is always tough. That feels good. Right? Fourth quarter, can they hang on? Down by 13, or up by 13, I should say, to the Scott Highlanders. But, boy, that'd be a huge win for those kids. All right, here's the Oak Ridge game. 28-3 in the fourth at Farragut. Early in the season, Farragut was the cardiac kids,
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely, especially what they were doing with those last-second touchdowns and winning those games.
Can you score 25 in the fourth?
Depending on
I guess
what
they need 26.
Yeah, depending on how much time is left in the fourth quarter, anything can happen. But it's looking like the Oak Ridge Wildcats are going to be taking this.
Tell you what, Cats have had a pretty good season so far. That is for sure. Farragut's had a good season as well. I'm kind of surprised it's not a little bit closer. Let's see. We'll go down Jellicoe right now, trailing to Cloudland, 22-0 that game in the third. Meigs County, 32-0 over Pigeon Forge right now. A couple blowouts we got going on right now. So Cleveland and Bearden. This one, 10-point differential. So this
still
was
third
close.
quarter, still got time.
Lots of time there for Cleveland to come back. Bearden, they have one of their best teams they've had. They are tough.
And that's one of the things that a lot of people were talking about last week between West and Alcoa. The way that Bearden was battling against Alcoa, you know, they're having a great team this year.
And of course, Bearden's coming off the win against Maryville.
Yeah.
Something they have not done in a very, very long time. Okay. I know it's baseball playoff season. 7-2. It was 7-0. We just heard from Reese a few moments ago. They've now got into the second half at Anderson County.
That's looking like a safety.
That's looking like a safety.
Looking like a safety.
It's not a what's it, a ruse or whatever it is in Canadian football. I can't think what it is.
I think that's
or
what
something
it
like that. Anyhow, 7-2 in the bottom of the third. And
in the bottom of the third with a little baseball turn.
But we'll see what goes on. This is going to be I can't wait to see how this one plays out here. I'm really shocked it's that low scoring between those two teams. Elizabethton, always good.
Always good.
Fighting Cyclones. Northview. And Northview's had a great season. I know you've got some connections.
I got some connections up there. They were having a great season, but when you're playing against, you know, a coach whose brother, if I'm not mistaken, you know, his brother was in the NFL. Yeah. Jason Witten. When you got a family like
Cowboy
that running
fans, you know what we're talking about.
When you got a brother over there running that program, they've always been great.
But Northview's had a great season.
Absolutely.
But yeah, you got to make that long bus ride up to Elizabethton and playing a great team. 28-7 is the score right there in the third quarter. All right, Gibbs and Carter.
They just tied it up because it was 14-7 when we heard.
14-14. This is our game of the week. This is going to be a barn burner, I have a feeling. This is going to be a good old-fashioned grudge match between these two. They just refreshed. Oh, there you go, Central and Powell, 34-0. They've added a field goal. The Panthers have in that one. Loudon's still up. We'll go back down here a little bit. Let's see, any updates there? Oh, 38-21. Bearden has now extended that lead. It was 10 just a moment ago, so Bearden attacking on some more points. Nothing's changed there at Farragut. Let's see. Let me know when we get to where. There we go. Okay. Austin East, trailing by 30 to Kingston right now, 36-6. So we'll see if the Roadrunners can go, but Yellow Jackets looking pretty good. That halftime score is the last update we had on that one. Central and Oakdale, 7-6 at the break. Close one there. Is that 2 field goals, or is that a mixed extra point?
That's looking like a mixed extra point.
And again, that's Central Bulldogs.
Or maybe they might have gone for 2 and probably missed that up because they wanted to go up. Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Wow.
And it's only halftime. Oh, man.
You can't.
Oh. Greenville, 60-0 over Granger right now.
What are you doing if you're a coach and you're down 60-0 at halftime? You can just keep going.
You know, you just keep telling them, keep hanging in there,
keep
guys.
going.
You know, the game's not done. you know, you got a lot to play for still.
game
And we
is
talked
not
about
done.
that. We talked about Union County, and look at this now. A couple games later, Union County on
Hey,
top in their game.
I'm telling you, man.
So,
It's
this is
all
where
about,
you learn.
Yeah, it's all
you
about
know?
giving your best.
Yeah. Oops. I don't know what I'm doing tonight. I'm just clicking on things. CAK. Blanked right now by White County, 27-0 at the break. There's that Austin East score. Let's see. Catholic down 21-10. Brentwood.
Hey, but BA though.
Yeah.
That
Brentwood Academy.
Brentwood Academy is a fantastic school.
They bring it.
Yeah.
Rockwood tonight. Ooh, this is good. 1 point difference here. Neighbors, Rockwood and Harriman. You know those two teams like to go at it. 30-29 right now. Your score. Seymour and Fulton 0-0.
I'm liking the 0-0. Let's get some points on the board and let's get this win.
All right, last update was first quarter. We'll see when we get the next updates if we can get something. Here we go. Well, of course they hear it, and then they take it all the way back to the top. We're going to scroll back down here for you. Cherokee, Sullivan, East right now 7-7. The score right now. South Doyle and Halls. That's Halls Tigers. That's not the Halls from Knoxville. 0-0 is the score there. Stone Memorial still looking to get on the board against York Institute. Two teams not too far apart. Grace Christian Webb wins at 42-9 tonight.
I actually drove by Grace today. I had an opportunity to, with all these things that are happening and, the Spanish broadcast world, I've had the opportunity to go and speak at several schools. Yeah. And I drove by Grace. I got a buddy of mine over there, Justin Long. Sorry to see them lose right here to the Spartans.
Well, Webb's got a great team this year. They've always have good teams.
Oh, yeah.
And just an amazing program there. Science Hill taking on Moe East tonight. Science Hill making the trip to Hamlin County, 35-0 right now. Science Hill on top. Halls, there's Knoxville Halls.
There's
Red
Knoxville
Devils,
Halls.
48-7 over South Doyle. That is a final. So the Red Devils continue to roll tonight as we're continuing to get these updates. Let's get back down here to some of these finals real quick before we go back and refresh here at the top. Let's see. Let's get down here. Where's that? There's the Halls game. 35-0 Red Bank over Sequoia. Coalfield and Sunbright 41-0. A final score for you there as well. So we'll kind of go back up here to the top. We're going to watch those a little bit more. Still kind of surprised about the Oak Ridge game. Oak Ridge Farragut. I thought that'd be a tighter game.
I thought that was going to be a tighter game.
Especially being played at Farragut.
A lot of people right now are talking about Oak Ridge maybe being a contender for a state tournament this year, and I think they're taking that to heart, and they do want to show that they can do it again.
Okay. Hey, we'll take another look at some of the scores in a moment. First of all, we want to recognize this week's Player of the Week, Sevier County, Bryson Hedrick, 3 interceptions against Hardin Valley already, and we still got a couple weeks to go in the season. He has set a single-season school record for interceptions.
How many was that?
We're going to find out right now.
Here we
with
go.
This week's Player of the Week.
Bryson, 3 interceptions against Hardin Valley last week in a big win. Just what was working well for you?
Well, I've been doing really good just guarding the ball, and my team, they've just been helping me out a lot with the interceptions. They've been applying the pressure, and I've just been going to get the ball.
You've been saying you've been doing good. You've been doing historic, actually. You now hold the Smoky Bears single-season record for interceptions. The previous record was 8. That was back in 1992. That was through a full season. You have 10. What's going differently for you this year?
Well, Coach Kelly's just been helping me a lot on defense, and I've just been listening real well, and I've been working hard at it.
You're a sophomore. To be able to be contributing this much in just your second season, what does that mean to you?
It means a lot. I contributed last year because we had a kid down, so I just stepped up, and it really helped me with this year because I got a lot of reps last year, but it means a lot. I've been doing good. I'm glad I'm getting the chance to play as a sophomore.
All right, you already broke a single-season record. What's your goals for the rest of the year?
Just to keep breaking it and just keep setting it higher and break the career record.
What are the emotions like when, you pick off a quarterback and you're running it back? What is that like?
It's really good because I know my team's really excited for me. I just hear everybody go crazy, and I just really like it. My coaches, they just love it.
All right, Bryson, congrats on being the WATE Friday Frenzy Player of the Week.
Thank you.
All right, guys, give him some love.
Man.
But don't hurt him.
That number 61 was coming in high.
He was a big guy, wasn't he? But man, a sophomore. You and I both looked at each other like, wait, he's only a sophomore?
Absolutely. And one of the things that stuck out to me the most, what he was talking about, hey, last year I contributed a little bit where I had to step up. Yeah. And that's what you have to do in a team where something goes down, you always have to stay prepared. What is that saying? If you stay prepared, if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready.
Right.
And that's what he's doing right there. Doing what's right, doing what he has to do to always stay prepared, and the hard work's paying off with 10 interceptions this year.
10 interceptions. You heard Sam there. The old record 8 set back in '92.
And you see,
where was I in '92?
And you hear what it's saying. In '92, I was 2 years old, learning how to speak Spanish in Venezuela. That's where I was. And you hear what he's saying. He wants to continue to just add to that.
Yeah.
That way, he just keeps on adding interceptions. So
we
good
still
for
got
him.
several weeks to go this
Absolutely.
season. Plus, you got the playoffs. So,
absolutely.
What a season he has had, and we'll have to continue to monitor his career. Okay, real quick, we're going to check on a couple of scores again for you before we sign off here. Powell Central 34-7 in the fourth. Jeffco still in control there. Union County, all right. Patriots still hanging on. Can the Highlanders come back and spoil the party? We'll have to wait and see. But 20-7, Union County. There's that Bearden score, 38-21 in the fourth right now. So, again, the Bulldogs at home in pretty good shape in that final quarter. But still, you got to wait. Play till the whistle blows, guys, to that final horn. We'll scroll down Meigs County. Let's see here. Let's go. There's that Northview, Elizabethton, 28-7. Nothing's really changed there. 8-7. So it was 7-0 at the break. Then it was 7-2, and now it is 8-7. I don't know what was said at halftime.
I don't know what was said
at halftime. They got a safety and scored a touchdown.
West wants to win this game.
West has come out like a ball of fire.
West wants to win this game.
They may have been a little flat coming off last week. But something was said in the locker room, that inspirational speech, 8-7 in the third. Still a long way to go.
The inspirational speech, man, those hit.
I tell you, man, they do hit. They hit.
You know who was good at those inspirational speeches? Gary Rankin.
Oh, I bet.
Ooh, buddy.
I bet.
Those are inspirational. We heard a lot of those.
And we know the results. Yeah? All was good. Hey, Carter and Gibbs, it was 14-14. It was 14-7.
And then it was 14-14.
21-21. We got a shootout now up there in Gibbs. That's a good one under the lights for you. Austin East still down by 30. Let's see here. Poor Greenville, Granger County. Boys.
It's
tough. I mean, Greenville's tough. I don't care,
But at least they put up.
Well, 60-7.
Yeah. They put up a touchdown. They're not going on empty-handed.
And that's what you do. You come out there in the second half. You don't lay down. You get some points on the board. We've talked about this before. Quit laughing. 8-7 is the score right now. That's a tough one. Man, we've been on both sides of this.
I've been on both sides. I've been on both sides. So I know exactly what you're talking about.
Hey, this was wait a minute, where did it go here? This was 0-0 just a moment ago. Where's the Stone Memorial game? Well, 35-3. That's a final. Oak Ridge has won. But Stone Memorial. Hang on a second. There it is. Stone Memorial. It was 0-0. Now it's 14-7. York Institute.
There we go.
Up at the break. So that's a big change since the last time we chatted. Irish still trailing. Fulton and Seymour.
Hey.
Still 0-0, man.
If we can get it, huh? I will be happy with it.
It'll be all smiles in the Lopez household tonight. Let's see. Fourth quarter now, 41-7. I want to get back down to some of those finals, just see if we can, if there's some of those that have finished up here that we're going to head off. A winner, as we mentioned. Oak Ridge now winning at Farragut tonight. Science Hill, that's a final. They blank Mo East. Loudon, big winner over Sweetwater, 27-0. The Redskins continue to roll there. Hall's looking great. They win by 41 tonight over South Doyle. Red Bank blanks Sequoia. Coalfield with a 41-0 win over Sunbright. All right, so there you go. Hey, man, we got 2 more weeks to go. Maybe the playoff picture's a little bit easier, a little bit better. I'm not so sure, but, hey, we'll find out.
We know some of those teams that are going to be on there. You got your Oak Ridge, you got your Alcoa. And
it's all those other ones that are jockeying for position that makes it exciting.
And that's what it's all about, because at the end of the day, for those students that have never had that experience, they want that.
They do want
So
that.
I'm excited to see how the rest of the season is going to play out.
All right. Ooh, Sam Rothman just walked in. Remember, we talked to her a little while ago. She had the raincoat on, still has it on right now. She's come home to
She's
dry
the real
off.
deal.
She and Reese, Casey, they're going to be editing all the highlights tonight, getting the scores. They'll have the latest for you on Friday Frenzy. And, of course, keep it tuned right here. You'll be able to vote for the Week 9.
Week 9?
Player of the week. No, I guess it'll be week 8 player of the week. Yeah, week 8.
Make sure y'all stay tuned as well tonight. We're going to have a Spanish edition of Game of the Week. Some of those highlights tonight.
Tell our Hispanic viewers.
Mi gente, quédense aquí esta noche a las 11 por ahí, que vamos a tener unas jugadas destacadas solamente en español para todos ustedes aquí en wate.com.
Call your friends. Make sure they tune in.
Share it out.
There you go.
Compártenlo. Buenas noches.
All right.
Everybody, I'm Chief Meteorologist Ken Weathers. After some much-needed rain and drizzle across the area for today, we're drying out and cooling down tonight. Most areas will drop into the 40s as we head into early Saturday morning. Then lots of sunshine Saturday afternoon, but here's the caveat. Brisk northwest winds 10 to 20 plus miles per hour and highs only upper 50s to mid 60s. It will certainly feel like fall. Even colder by the time we get into Sunday morning. We're talking mid 30s for portions of the plateau up through southwest Virginia, and we're near 40 here in the valley. So I wouldn't be surprised if there's some patchy frost in some outlying areas. No advisories yet from the Weather Service, but I'm just telling you, just prepare. Plateau counties up through southwest Virginia, even portions of northeast Tennessee, just to be safe if you want to cover those plants. As we go through the day on Sunday, we're talking about more sunshine, temperatures in the mid to upper 50s along the plateau and low to mid 60s down through the valley. Should be another day. If you got outdoor plans, it's going to be fantastic. Now, cloud cover will build as we go through the day on Monday. It's a fast-moving front coming through the area. Clouds will increase, winds will increase, but there's not much moisture with it. There may be a passing sprinkle or shower across northeast Tennessee and portions of Kentucky and Virginia. Otherwise, it's pretty quiet. But what's interesting is even after this front goes through, we don't really cool off across the area. We'll actually warm up. So limited rain chances next week until we get to Friday of next week. Looks like a decent opportunity of wet weather by then. To see what temperatures will be like by the end of next week, you can always get the latest 7-day forecast at WATE.com.